if you have the snake in your Bazi chart come 2024, the most powerful nobleman star is coming to you. Question is, what are we going to do with it? Right? So, thanks for watching. I am Pauline Chang. I am a Bazi and Feng Shui practitioner, and I use Chinese metaphysics to empower, not to disempower. And since the snake is the influencer of 2024, how about you share some of that sparkling bright fame with me and take a second to subscribe, smash the notification bell, and don't forget to like the video, okay? So thank you for that. All right, so now, nothing happens in a vacuum, so we're going to start with a quick recap of 2023, where the snake was encouraged to explore new directions. In 2024, at pride of place, of course, is the Great Sun. You know that in Feng Shui, we do Great Sun activation every year for our house, protects the home from accidental triggers. In Bazi, this Great Sun represents the ultimate nobleman luck. Now, before we start looking left, right, and center for our nobleman, okay, let's take this one step further and put ourselves in the position of a noble person. Receiving noble help is great, it's a blessing, right? But being in the position to help others to be the noble person is double the blessing. So like the sun that gives warmth and light without reservation, with zero scarcity thinking, with no expectations, when you do that, it leads on to better things ahead. Okay, so this nobleman star of yours is being supported by the intelligence star. With this, we can do three things. We can, of course, learn something new, increase our value, upskill, or we can teach what we know. Like the sun, we share what we know, okay? So when you do that, the bright hall kicks in, right? This is a fame star. People begin to notice you. You shine brighter somehow, okay? People start coming to you for advice because they've just realized that actually, you're very smart, huh? So with this tree coming for you, it's time to stop hiding your light under a bushel. Because when people start noticing you, the invitations start pouring in. That's the sky happiness and heavenly chef, right? They are networking stars. They both mean good food and drinks to be had, happy events in the offing, parties, shared meals, all that fun stuff, right? Now here, notice how the path diverges, okay? One side leads to the 5 prosperity. This is typically described as opportunity to gain multiple income sources, which means actually that there is a chance to explore, right? You're being given options. Options are great. Worst possible thing to happen is when one is left with no options, right? So with this, and this 5 prosperity can easily carry you into 2025, where you will take a turn as the Grand Duke. So what's the other path? This one, robbery Shah, right? In this particular scenario for the snake, robbery Shah can carry several different impacts. One possibility is the most realistic, right? I lose money because of friends. Of course, it's going to happen if you're invited to weddings, have to give ang pao, invited to birthday party, have to give presents, right? So, of course, money goes out low, right? Second possibility, I go out, network, got drunk, and talk too much. Right? Next thing I know, people stole my ideas. Be smart about sharing your ideas. Networking is cool, but really, be smart about it. Okay? Ever played poker? You don't show the trump card, right? Okay? So, third possibility would be still on robbery Shah, yeah? All right? Scarcity thinking. I reject the invitations because I think people are going to steal my ideas. I think that networking is a complete waste of time. Okay? At this point, the sky emptiness starts taking over. Influence of the sky emptiness creates unreasonably high expectations. Big talk. Big talk from either you or other people. At its most dangerous, it can cause a loss of credibility because you overpromised and underdelivered. Or it may cause you to feel that networking is a waste of time because everyone is just talking big but not delivering nothing. Right? So here's the trick with a nobleman star as powerful as the Great Sun. Right? It's nothing new, actually. I've shared it plenty of times. When we are looking for a nobleman, the first thing we need is to have a criteria for that nobleman. Can't just randomly go out for networking events and just see where it will lead you. Are you my nobleman? Are you? No, inevitably it will lead to disappointment. When it comes to nobleman luck, I need you to be very clear about what you need. Is it someone with contacts, knowledge, skill sets? That criteria must be in your head first so that you know which events to attend to meet that person so that you don't waste time. Okay, because when the robbery Shah and the sky emptiness takes over, solitary comes along. I do my own thing. Don't need nobody. Don't invite me. I don't do weddings. Right? And then we end up with bad chi, feeling sluggish, lame, stagnant. No. So if we go this route, 2025 Grand Duke might be unnecessarily hard. So when you look at this one particular permutation as a whole, conclusion for the snake is very simple. 2024 is the year I improve on my influencing abilities. We're talking about your communication skills, my ability to persuade, convince, and convert others, right? Is there a way to trigger? Yes, but for that, I invite you to check out our upcoming annual event, Hack My 2024, happening this December, where myself, Jonathan, and Charmaine will show you exactly how to trigger these stars. Now, with the snake in the year, it's literally like being an influencer. Okay, of course, the first advice is to network because year pillar governs our social and professional circles, also governs your market industry. Invest the time, build the relationship, start connecting with other people. In other words, you need to activate your LinkedIn. Okay, what else can get famous this year? How? Get active on social media. Be proactive about attracting more followers. Again, how? By sharing information. You be the nobleman first. You give value first. Now, of course, you could be thinking, I don't know anything. Trust me, you know something. Okay? If you really don't know what to share, you share this video. Okay? So, all right, there's so many possibilities, all right? Alternatively, for the snake in the year, collaborate with other influencers. Find opportunities where you are interviewed, right? For example, could be, newspapers, could be popular websites, other popular social media outlets, popular events, or find ways to work together with them. Like seriously, honestly, if you have the snake anywhere in your Bazi chart, I would love to brainstorm with you because so many possibilities. So if you're up for a conversation, scan this. Okay? So snake in the month, right? Time management is the key. Here the impact of the sky emptiness, okay, might be felt. When people trust your reputation, you get more projects. Right? Be picky about what you say yes to. Don't say yes to everything. Be strategic about it. Don't overpromise and under-deliver. How else can we use these stars in the month pillar? Create a happy environment at work. People are more productive when they're happy. Create a warm, vibrant environment where everyone is celebrated for their contributions. It's ridiculous how many bosses forget to do that, right? And still using the great sun. Make a promise to yourself now. Where possible, every person that comes into your orbit leaves feeling a little happier, a little lighter, a little more hopeful. The ability to make people feel good about themselves. This is what it's talking about. Not everyone has it. It's a skill that can be developed. Really, guys, being easy to work with is a highly underrated skill. Okay, so for the snake in the day, the stars that may have a bigger impact are the sky happiness and the robbery Shah. Sky happiness means happy events. In the olden days, it means a happy life events such as weddings, having babies, those type of stuff, right? So that applies to you too. Maybe you have something joyful to celebrate in your personal life. And if you're getting married or having babies, guess what? Money goes out, robbery Shah, right? So, but maybe you're single. Could this be the year you rebuild your relationship with your family and friends through these family gatherings, right? But here's the thing with the robbery Shah in the day, the risk of retail therapy is also quite high. Okay, so don't just spend money to prove a point. If you're going to spend money, spend it to improve yourself, right? Is there relationship luck in this case? Yes, because you are noticeable, even though there's no peach blossom, but yes, right? So maybe money spent on improving on your packaging. Okay, so with the snake in your investment pillar, that's your hour pillar, explore and seek out diverse investment options. Be very careful here. I'm going to get very specific. Robbery Shah can mean investment scams. All right, okay to explore, learn, test the waters, find out what's there, do paper trades first. Don't go all in. Of course, from a personal development point of view, you can also invest into learning a new skill because intelligence star, right, enhances your ability to absorb complex information. And also because the hour pillar represents your children's pillar, you could focus on using shared experiences to build an enriching relationship with your kids. Okay, so we're done for the snake. Hope you've enjoyed this content, found it useful. If you have a question, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, do share it with your friends. But if you want more, what can we do? All right, well, two options. Number one, I would love to have a conversation with the snake, really. Okay, and we can brainstorm your chart together. Booking link is in the video description along with links to my socials. Alternatively, join myself, Charmaine and Jonas in our annual Hack My 2024 event where we will be sharing more information, 八字奇门 and feng shui. Okay, link also in the video description. But in case you still need help, okay, so the monkey could do with a nobleman. Monkey is eager to collaborate in 2024. Ox is experiencing a revival, right? And the rooster too will be comeback hit. So all your buddies are not too bad, right? So you could hit them up and lend them some of your influencing abilities. Maybe you're the one who's doing the sales if you're working together with them. Okay, all right, so thank you for watching if you made it this far. Right, so I take my leave. Let me wish you, yes, you with the snake, all right, a bright and hopeful year ahead in 2024. Until the next video, have a great day ahead.